Hi, I'm Ben, and this is the foundational video of Project Me. Terrible name, I know, we'll get into that in a second. But Project Me is about mental health and self-improvement. And yes, I know it's a terrible name, please don't come at me. Well, frankly, I've just got nothing better, so this is what we're doing, and we're just going to run with it until something else comes along and jumps into my mind. But for now, it's Project Me, and I'm so sorry for the name. But in any case, this video, we're just going to get into the motivations, the why of why I'm doing this project, before moving on to the goals, and lastly, the process by which this is going to take place. So, again, we spoke about mental health and self-improvement, and self-improvement is easy to explain. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to improve myself, and the prime way of doing it is by improving my communication here. So I can, for example, go back, rewatch these videos, and nitpick certain things. Like, for example, just now I've noticed that I speak a lot more with the right side of my mouth than I do, both, or the left. And so maybe that's a muscle thing, so maybe I have to work on strengthening the muscle there. I don't know. But things like that I've realized that I can go back and, look at and then see how I can change, like hand gestures, facial expressions, cadence, rhythm, tone, etc., 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 enunciation, and so forth. And secondly, mental health. A few weeks ago, I came out of a really bad stint of mental health. Really, really terrible. I was very harsh on myself, and it took me quite a long time to find a way out and see some light at the end of the tunnel. But eventually I did, and I realized pretty quickly that that was unsustainable. I can't keep doing that. Either I change or everything is doomed to repeat. And I was not ready for it to repeat, nor am I ready now, which is why I'm starting this. And so what I've decided to do is essentially document my journey of processing my feelings and emotions to improve my mental health, and at the same time work on improving myself. If I can just help one person realize that they're not alone in some of the struggles that they might face, then that's a win to me. And similarly, if I can inspire just one person to take action, then I'll be a happy man. Which actually reminds me of a Robin Williams quote, where he said something along the lines of, I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but as long as I make one person happier than they would have been without me, I'm as rich as I ever need to be. And that, I quite like that a lot. And I suppose that's a really good way of summarizing what this project is for other people. I mean, the prime audience is me. I'm going to be the one who's going to get the most out of doing these videos. But that said, if other people find it and get something out of it, then that's fantastic. I'm here for it. And so let's move on to the goals section. And so the first goal is, of course, improving myself. That's pretty clear with my communication. And it's mainly for mental health, because talking about how I feel and what goes on, forces me to clarify and process what I feel, which I don't do a whole lot of right now, if I'm being honest, because normally, like a lot of men in general, and well, just people in general, people everywhere, a lot of us tend to bottle things up inside, and we don't actually say how we feel, whether it be for a lack of words that we feel can accurately convey what's going on in here, or maybe it's just we don't have anyone we can go to, or we don't have anyone we feel like we can go to, both of which are things that I feel a lot. I never talk about my problems with anyone, and so this is my solution, I suppose, to this problem. And yeah, the other reason I'm doing this is to be consistent with myself. Giving myself a goal of posting X number of times weekly, and giving myself a clear path to succeeding at the goal and achieving victory, triumph, then I'll be all the better for it. I think we've all heard that phrase that self-confidence is built off of promises that one keeps to themselves. So, for example, just in general, the more promises you keep to yourself, the more times you do what you say you'll do, you build up a huge portfolio of all your wins, everything you've said you'll do. And so when self-confidence, is being questioned, then you can say, look, I have this proven history, this proven track record of doing the things I'll say I'll do. And so I know I can trust myself. It's that sort of principle with being consistent. And so it's just keeping promises to me. And I have two more promises I want to share. First of all, being genuine and being direct. So being genuine, what that means is I'm not going to restart videos. I'm not going to do a plurality of takes. So everything I post will be a first take. I'm not going to cut the video in any way, except maybe the beginning and the end, just so you don't see me fiddling around with the camera or the play and pause button. And similarly, being direct. So what that means is I'm going to try and be as concise as I can, being as eloquent as I can. I don't want to waste your time. I certainly don't want to waste my time. And keep these videos to the point. That's the goal. And the process by which this is going to take place is a video 4 to 6 times a week, just depending on how I feel and how my workload is for university and for everything I do outside of that. And what each video is going to look like is three things. So the first is going to be a daily update. So it's not a vlog, absolutely not a vlog. I despise vlogs, but it's going to be, what happened in my day, which I suppose is a vlog, how it made me feel, how did I react to that feeling or emotion, and then we're going to do a daily lesson, which is a self-reflection as well. That was the fourth thing, if I was debating it. But a self-reflection / daily lesson, where I go through and I look, okay, this was the problem today. How did I react to it? What could I have done better? And hopefully, getting 1% better every single day. Compound effect. And the last bit is gratitude. I've heard from so many people that gratitude rewires the way you think. And I'm putting it to the test. I'm ready to see if it does. And I certainly hope it does. I'm looking forward to it. And I might make some other forms of videos in the future, but I want to do it only after that this habit is consistent and set. So maybe we'll put out something else in the future. But I was thinking maybe like a book club where I go through my book annotations and share what I get out of them. And that would be good for two things. One, it motivates me to read because university has sucked away the joy of reading that I have. I'm a law student with international relations and politics as my second degree. And God, it's hard to read, man. You do so much that you can't read for fun anymore. At the moment, I'm reading a book, Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, which is really, really good, and I'd love to share what I've gotten out of it because he has a way of writing in a way that encapsulates how I feel, but I'm unable to articulate in words. So really, really fun to read. Well, the topic is not so fun, but it's really fascinating. I would love to talk about it. Also, maybe some holy books like the Quran, the Torah, the Bible. I'd love to read what is it? Confucian. Oh, the book of his sayings. Confucian dialogue. I can't remember. But things like that. Maybe going through things like Allegory of the Cave and talking about its relevance to society. Things like that. I'd love to give it a try and talk about it, and just enhance my own, general knowledge while I'm doing it. But in any case, that is Project Me. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you tomorrow for the very first iteration of Project Me. And again, I just want to reiterate that this project is mainly for me. If other people get something out of it, great, I'm here for that. But the primary reason I'm doing it is to improve myself, improve my mental health. I'm not looking to... Now, if you'd asked me weeks ago whether YouTube was something I would ever do, the answer would have been a resounding no. The fact is, I've never had any ambition to do YouTube, nor am I present on social media. I mean, I have an Instagram. Do I post? No. Do I post stories? No. Do I use it? Hardly ever. Same with Facebook. I only use Facebook Messenger for work. And yeah, I mean, not a huge social media guy. In fact, I procrastinated this project for a few weeks, or 1 week really, because one, it just feels like such a huge thing to undertake. It's a big step forward for me. I've never done anything like it. And secondly, because I'm advertising my life, which I'm a little bit uncomfortable with, but I'm trying it out. We'll see how we go. I'm optimistic that this will be a change for the better. But in any case, we're done now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, and you'll be great. Cheers.